What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. I just did a video like an hour ago talking about the Strega and how I think that the changes that they've made to it possibly are making it not potentially the best in slots. Now, I'm going to take all of the ideals here in this video. I'm going to pretend I've got damage target out of cover on the bottom of it. I'm going to pretend I'm running obliterate, strikers, everything all red, all ideals. That's how we're going to look at this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, by the way. And what we're going to see is we're going to compare it to a St. Elmo's build. Now that's had its changes again as well, and kind of see where the Strega kind of is, right? So obviously, for us to get any kind of damage from this talent, it needs to, be marking enemies within 10 meters. And as we saw on my last video, go and check it out when you're doing Lincoln Memorial, which is a very up close and personal mission. That didn't happen very often, which was a little bit worrying because it used to be 20 meters, but it was broken in the last PTS. And I'm kind of thinking my feedback's going to be, this needs to be 15, 20 meters for sure. But let's have a look at the numbers and see how it stacks up. So in this build that I've got here, it is currently let's put it back to how it was. So I actually had to add some crit chance into it because the St. Elmo has better mods, right? So on this one we have to put in some crit chance to be at cap. So we'll put it back to exactly how it was. Crit chance, yep. And obviously you might choose to run the hyena mask. That's perfectly viable as well. But don't ignore the fact that I've got glass cannon on here. All of my statistics have been done with maxed out obliterate, giving the 20% damage. But the stats are 59 crit chance and 123% critical hit damage, 75 headshot, 6 armor, 21 health. Now, ignore the armor. I zeroed that out and I actually applied 10% damage target out of cover because obviously when we get this, that's going to be the first thing that you'll reroll on the bottom. Like I said, I've gone with absolutely ideals in the game. So I can't be shooting in the range because I've not got the ideals. But let's take a look. Right, so the first slide that I want to show you is this one here. So they're all of the damage values of the Strega with no stacks, then with 1 stack, then with 2 stacks. What then becomes interesting is, it all looks just like a bunch of numbers right now. We've got 3 stacks and then we've got it capped out 4 stacks. Now we know that the 3 and 4 stacks don't happen very often. So we'll flip back to here and I kind of want interested to see where the guns stand up against 1 and 2 stacks. So if that's what you wanted to see, you come to the right place. So let's just pull this one in here. We'll just kind of put it over the top because we're not bothered about 0 stacks for now. So this is the St. Elmo. The St. Elmo has 57 crit chance and 157% critical hit damage. Damage target out of cover on it. So a higher crit, damage. So that's something to think about as well. But as you can see, it sits just below the Strega with 1 stack right now. Just below it. So if you're running a Strega and you're often getting enemies in the missions with 1 or more stacks, you are going to be doing more damage. But if you're finding, like I was, like 40% of the time you're killing enemies with no stacks, the St. Elmo's probably going to win out. Even more so, perhaps guns with high-end talents. The Bighorn, for instance, looks really good on paper as well. So I think that the range buff that they've given, the range nerf they gave it, I guess from 20 to 10, definitely needs to be revised. It needs to be at least 15, 20 meters because otherwise we might as well just use the St. Elmo with the CC options and not use the Strega at all. Obviously, if you're running with a team, that might play out different. This is all solo play. So if you're running in a team and more people are running this gun, actually you're probably going to see that more people, then target the enemies. And that's kind of the balance issue with this gun. Maybe solo, it's not the best, but maybe it will shine in parties because people will be shooting different enemies. People will be killing different enemies. And perhaps like in Countdown and things like that, you'll start seeing 2, 3, 4 stacks way more often than what you will. But solo, you might actually be better sticking with the Eagle Bearer, the St. Elmo's Engine, or the Bighorn, and the Strega might be absolutely king of group DPS, which I think is rather interesting. But I really do think it would be nice if they put it to at least 15 meters so that it gives it a little bit more of a chance in solo. And I really don't think that would make it too OP anyway in group play. If we just flip back to my picture that I had up before, that's this one. And if we pull in that snippet there, so you can see the St. Elmo gets absolutely leathered at this point, you know, when we start getting to Strikers, Strega 3 and 4 stack. And if that's going to be the case in the game when we're in group play, the Strega's absolutely going to be the best in slot gun, go-to gun. If you're in a group, you're playing group content, use the Strega. You know, that's absolutely going to be the case, because we're going to see the 2, 3, 4 stacks way more often. But solo, maybe not. Solo, maybe not. You might be better looking. Some of the guns you put a lot of investment in already, your Ouroboros. I'm hoping that can get changed again yet, but your Ouroboros, your St. Elmo, and all things like that, they might actually still be your go-to if playing by yourself. I hope you found this reflection useful. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Do you think I've missed the mark with this? Yeah, I don't think I have missed the mark with this. I think it's definitely more of a group-focused play gun. I think that's probably the thought process behind it, to kind of encourage people to play together more and be more powerful. It certainly does seem to, you know, if there's at least 2 of you in a group, there'll be a huge advantage to using this thing over solo play. But in that case, then does that mean they do need to buff solo play? I think that they might do. What I do quickly is look at the talent, and what you can see here, multiple marks can be applied. It actually can apply, the max number of marks can actually be 5. I only did it up to 4. So that number can go up even more so than what I showed it. So yeah, this here, the Strega 4 stack, it can actually go up to a Strega 5 stack. So let's get that on the now. And just like magic, there it is. So there's the Strikers the Strikers Obliterate Strega 5 stack. And as you can see, it just adds a huge amount more of DPS. So yeah, this thing, as long as you're above, you know, 2 stacks or so, is going to beat out any other assault rifle in the game for sure. Not just the St. Elmo, but in group play, yeah, it'd be really, really nice, especially for people doing legendary and, you know, legendary content, and maybe even master content in a group. This thing's gonna hit really, really hard, really, really nice. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. But let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join my Discord that you'll find in the description. Follow me on X as well, you'll find that there as well. Thanks for watching, and let me know if there's anything you want me to test in the PTS. See you later, bye.